Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are talking all about SunCare, SPF, and what you need to be using on your skin to protect it from the sun. I'm just going to jump right in because we have a lot to go over. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day, and that'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into SPF faves with me, my favorite sunscreens and SPF products, stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to save my you need SPF in your life spiel till the end because we all know that we should be wearing it every single day. And this morning I was doing my skincare with a friend of mine on FaceTime while we were just chatting and updating on life. And I was putting on my sunscreen, and you can't really tell, but it is super gloomy in Chicago where I live. And I was still putting on sunscreen, and she was like, "Are you putting on sunscreen? You're not going outside. It's gloomy and rainy." And I started going on my rant explaining that even when it is cloudy, we need to have sunscreen on. The UV rays and UVA, UVB rays from the sun, even when it's cloudy, are coming down, and it is one of the quickest aging factors to our skin. So we want to make sure we're wearing SPF every day, even when it's raining. So these are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically 7, because there's a bonus product in here of my favorite skin pollution SPF products. So, jumping right in, this is in order of, really in an order. Should I put it in an order? We're going to put these in order from how long I've been using them, from the newest in my routine in the front to the oldest in my routine at the end. And some of those products towards the end I have been using for years. These are holy grails that you've seen me talk about a million times. First brand we're going to talk about is from SUNCARE. So I have two products to talk about. One is SPF and one is more of a pollution protectant. That's my bonus item. This is the Go Vacation Glow Illuminating Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30 with blue light and pollution defense. Now, there is one product I'm talking about today, and it's going to be the last product that is a chemical sunscreen. Everything else is a mineral. Mineral sunscreen is one where you put it on your skin and it is going to protect you for as long as it's on your skin. The FDA says that you still need to put the reapply every 2 hours on because that's what the FDA says for all SPF in our country. But the chemical sunscreens are the ones that deactivate after 90 minutes and you have to reapply. With mineral, it's a little bit better for you. When you don't, you still should reapply just to make sure you're fully protected and you haven't sweated anything off. But it's one of those things where you have more protection than if you had nothing on, whereas a chemical sunscreen, after that hour and a half, it's gone. Anyway, this is super glowy, super dewy. It's a really beautiful formula and looks really nice on the skin. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and every day I use sunscreen, every day I wear it. This is an SPF 30, so on a gloomy day, this is something I might go for. Typically, if it's really nice out, I will want SPF 50 or more. So just another thing to keep in mind. And the bonus product is the Barrier Defense Hyaluronic Essence. This I have been keeping on my vanity or on my studio desk so that anytime I feel like I want a little extra protection, I will just give myself a little spray. I find that it leaves my skin nice and glowy and dewy and hydrated. It adds that extra sheen of glow. It gives me that lit from within. It's got cucumber in it, but it is also blue light and pollution protectant, so it keeps those contaminants out of your skin. Now, a couple weeks before that, I started using the Josh Rosebrook Nutrient Day Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 30. Also an SPF 30. Main difference between the two of these, this one is illuminating. This one is more of a natural finish or a satin matte finish. I wouldn't say that it's oil controlling by any means, but it's definitely going to leave the skin looking like you didn't put something super radiant on top. This is one of the few here that is actually a true white color. So it does sort of leave that white cast if you don't rub it in all the way, you can kind of see where it is. But once you rub it into the skin, it will absorb in and it won't leave you with that white cast on the skin. You just have to make sure you work it in. Next, this is from First Aid Beauty. This is the Mineral Sunscreen Zinc Oxide Broad Spectrum SPF 30. Many of these have zinc oxide, but I love that they put it on the label. First Aid Beauty is one of those brands that is absolutely tested rigorously for sensitive skin It is on everything. A lot of their products have colloidal oatmeal and things that will calm and soothe the skin. So if you find that your skin is very reactive to skincare, I said reactive, that's weird. Reactive to skincare, this would probably be a great pick for you because it has the same protection as both of the other two that I spoke about already, but this one has some major claims as to sensitivity and protection for those of you whose skin gets very red when you put things on. My skin is like that. If I rub anything on my skin, it gets very red and flushed and inflamed. It takes about 10 minutes for everything to come back down. So it's not the skincare that's doing it. My skin is just very reactive. So having something that is safe for sensitive skin and promoted for sensitive skin means if you're like running out the door and you don't have time for your skin to calm down, you're going to want to use something like this. The next three products, if you've been on my channel, you are already expecting what they are. The first is going to be the Bloom Effects Tulip Dew Vitamin and Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This is most often my daily SPF. I love how radiant it is. I love how glowy and dewy I get with it. It also is an SPF 50, so more protection, still mineral, but it also has a ton of great anti-aging skincare benefits. So it's not just sunscreen, it is also, again, a glowy, doomy, illuminating, highlightery primer. This stuff is wonderful under all makeup. It looks beautiful on its own. Just if you haven't seen me put it on in a while. There's pigment in this. So as you work it in, it does sort of get rid of that white cast as well. But you see how that instantly started glowing on the cheek? This has such a radiant finish. It's like I applied a highlighter to the side of my face, and obviously I did. I feel like I have put so many people onto this sunscreen, and I cannot say how much I love this accurately. And I forgot to mention code Brett for 20% off and 15% off? I think it's 20% off, but code Brett to save some money. The next item is gonna be my absolute favorite complexion product of all time. If I have something, if it looks like I'm wearing foundation, 9 times out of 10, I'm wearing the Beauty For Real MVP. This is a tinted moisturizer, SPF 25, and it has a full coverage concealer in the cap. So it is your full complexion concealer, foundation, moisturizer, SPF in one. Now, I still put this on top of another SPF because I like more than SPF 25, but this is such a beautiful finish. I've been raving about it for literally years. If you go back to any tutorial on my channel in the past, I don't know, 3 years, it's like a 95% chance this is the product I'm using for my base. Definitely worth trying out. They currently have a 4th of July sale going on. I don't know if this is on sale, but definitely worth checking out. I wear it in the shade medium 1. It is super forgiving. It looks like it's going to be dark, but as you blend it, it does adjust to your skin. So this is absolutely worth trying. And the last item I have been using on and off for about 5 years now. This is the only chemical sunscreen in the entire bunch here. And this is the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier Broad Spectrum SPF 45. Murad has some amazing SPFs, but this one keeps you very matte. Now, I'm very glowy right now, so I'm going to take a little bit of this just to show you how instantly this mattifies the skin. Reduces shine. This one is for like, if you're super oily and you don't want to look greasy, this is the product to use. We can see I'm very luminous on this side. On this side, I wouldn't say I'm very luminous, but I'm definitely, it's not matte for sure. And I'm going to take a little bit of this on both sides just to show you what it does to oil, grease, radiance, shine. If you are somebody who does not like a ton of glow, this just instantly mattified everything. Like, you'll still see, you know, it's wet, so there's still going to be a tiny bit. It doesn't make your skin look dead, but compared to the level of glow I just had, this instantly brought that down to a beautiful matte finish. So if you're somebody who gets oily throughout the day and you want something that's going to control that oil, this makes an amazing primer under makeup with no flashback. 10 out of 10 recommend if you don't want to look shiny. I will link everything I spoke about down below, as well as any sales that I know about or coupon codes in the description box. And please let me know what are some of your recommendations for favorite sun products. I feel like this is something we need to talk about more because you could be putting on the most expensive skincare in the world. If you're not wearing sunscreen, it's not repairing your skin as fast as you're damaging it. So you want to make sure that every single day you're putting on a broad spectrum SPF, whether you are going out of the house, staying in, it is sunny, it is gloomy, doesn't matter. put on your sunscreen. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, sound off down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.